Good morning, everyone. I'm Josh, 23 years old, university student. I got 39 days left of university before I graduate. And I'm training to become a sponsored athlete, specifically a Mid-New York sponsored athlete. And today is Monday, March 10th, and I'm a few videos behind on editing. I know that you guys don't really care about that, but it is a big part of content creation. And I hate getting behind on editing videos. I filmed pretty much all of January in vlog style, and I just have not edited a single video of those. So I'm trying to break that cycle here. But I was planning on not filming today and just catching up on the editing, but I can't train today. And so I wanted to make a video talking about setbacks and injuries and overtraining. So yesterday was my rest day. I think I need more than just one of those. It's pretty much, I always train running and the gym. But last week was my highest mileage ever, 59 kilometers, and my shin splints have come back in full force. I got this weird, stiffness in my right leg, and I really should have taken some workouts off. I really should have skipped them, I should say, but I didn't, because I'm weak in the mind, in the sense that I can't not push myself even when I should rest because of injuries. There's a line that you want to ride to make progress, So here's a line of progress. Here's overtraining. Here's undertraining. You don't want to be undertraining. You don't want to be overtraining. What I always do is I just go up, overtrain, and then down, undertrain, because I'm injured. And I think a lot of people do that. You see a lot of people online that are injured right now because people just suck at injury management and load management. And most of the time we have the inability, or I have the inability, to take the rest that I know I need because I feel like I'm weak if I don't. And then if you don't actively take the rest, your body's going to force you to take the rest in the form of getting injured. Like shin splints, it's load management. Obviously there's some cadence and running mechanics, but most of the time it is just your body can't withstand the impact. You go too fast too soon. Your body needs to acclimate to the load, and if it can't, then it's gonna hurt, and you're gonna get injured. And then what happens when you get injured? You stop and you heal, and then your body's like, yeah, okay, now you're giving us time to actually recover. Oh my goodness, there's something not right with my right leg, and I was gonna go use the bike this morning just to move around, but the smart move is probably just to do nothing. And I really struggle with that. I really just would prefer to run, or I would prefer to go use the bike for a really hard workout. Resting is harder than that because I feel like I should be doing more. But when you're injured, the priority is getting back to health. The priority is not pushing yourself, because that's just going to make it worse. So that's what the focus of today's video is. I'm attempting to stretch right now, but I really lack the ability to talk coherently and do something at the same time. As you've seen, I've tried to warm up and talk. You know how Sam Sulek makes his videos in the car? I kind of like that, but I think driving and talking is easier than, maybe stretching. Anyways, because I can't run, and I've decided in this moment that it's probably best for me to not go on the bike. I'm going to do a nice 20-minute stretching mobility work here. Been really putting that off. Probably going to put on a podcast with my headphones, and the room is a nice temperature, and then just close my eyes and just try to relax, because I feel like I'm really stressed out about my leg stiffness. My legs have been so stiff for a while, and I don't know if it's because of something more serious, or is it just because I need to recover. My right leg stiffness is really stressing me out. I'll probably go see someone next week. Anyways, I got an Achilles issue. I'm not doing the best, as you can tell. But injuries and these things are a huge part of training, and to be able to have a sound way of doing it, sound way of attacking and approaching them, is again crucial for long-term progress. What am I even doing? I can't even See, look how stiff I am. Like, oh my goodness, I think I'm sleeping all right. Could be better as well. That should be a big focus in this next week in order to get recovered. I'm deloading in the gym just because I feel like I need to move, and my upper body feels like totally fine. So I'll just do like light upper body movements. As you can tell, I'm a work in progress, but this is what the life of an athlete is, right? In order to make progress, you have to push hard, and sometimes when you push hard, you get injured. And obviously, it's my goal to stay injury-free as long as possible. But it happens. I can't pretend like this won't ever happen. So that means I can't ignore it. I have to attack it with full force. So yeah, I like to do like a bunch of like hip opening movements like this. I got really tight hips, a lot of stretches. Probably like follow like a routine on my computer as well. That would be good. On my like calves, pretty much the calves, quads, hips, hamstrings. That's what I'm going for because that's what a lot of running is. Maybe like lower back, upper back as well. Pretty much to say that everything needs stretching. Ugh. Guys, we had a pretty whirlwind of a day. So much has happened. I'll try to break it down for you, but this later half of the video is going to be less and less about training and more just about life in general, which can affect training and most of the time does for me. Okay, so where I left off in the morning, I had just finished my stretching. Felt all right, you know, it felt nice and loose, but my legs are still really stiff, especially my right quad. Made some food, went to class, came back, edited a video, figured out that the Saturday video that I'm going to film for this, or that I filmed, the 6-minute intro that I did like this, absolutely no audio. So already I was pretty frazzled from that. And quite frankly, pretty upset because I spent a lot of time filming that video and pretty much the core part of it is gone. So I'll have to figure out some way. Maybe I film a different intro. Maybe I just do text. Anyways, edit a video, and then I'm making the short form videos that I do to document the last like 50 days of university. I like to make a video every single day talking about a lesson I learned or just training. Kind of similar to what I do here, but just between like 60 and 90 seconds long. Well, today's video was kind of about how in order to achieve things in life, you need to be obsessed and consistently work hard. But that message, and that in my life right now, I don't really feel like I need that much balance because I just want to achieve all these great things. But that message wasn't really authentic to myself. And as soon as I posted it, I was second guessing it the entire time. And my sister and someone else like reached out and were like, hey, like your content, but I don't really agree with this because I think balance is needed for everyone at all stages of their life, even when they're working hard. And I was like, you know what? You're so right. Like this message of just being obsessed and consistently working hard with no balance is not the right message. And it's not the message that I want to give off in my videos. So I was already just like in a terrible headspace. So I quickly made another video pretty much saying that, yeah, you know what, I slipped up on this one. I missed the mark on this video. This is not the message that I want to give off. I want to give off the message more that life is about balance. It is about finding balance, even during periods where I'm working hard. And I just overthink so much. And my sister gave a really good point. She said, it's because you care a lot. And I was like, you're right. I care so much and I take things so seriously, and I always miss the forest for the trees, or the other way around, the trees for the forest. No, it's the forest for the trees. Yeah, there's just a lot of things were going on, and a lot of things were brewing in my head, and I just felt like a failure with content. I was like, why am I doing this? And then I was really frazzled because I was like, oh, this isn't the right message. Like, how is this going to affect so and so. It's just because I like take things so seriously, and I have no balance. And I'm really working on that, or I really should be, or I'm just a work in progress. I'm human at the end of the day, and this has almost nothing to do with training, and it has almost everything to do with training, because I have the same mindset when it comes to training. I just work so hard, and all I want to do is just push so hard all the time, when that's not healthy. That's not how you make progress. Today at the gym, which I didn't film, by the way, because it was super busy. It's really hard to film in this gym unless you get a right bench, but it's deload week, and we're going to pivot here for like one quick second. What is a deload week, and why do you take one? Because I didn't really know what this concept was, and I've been training for like 7 years. I couldn't believe it. Pretty much the later that you get into your lifting career or your fitness career, it requires a lot of effort to make progress. However, to make progress in any sort of physical endeavor, it is not just a matter of working hard every single day as hard as you can. You need to structure not only your workouts, but periods of training. We call them like mesocycles or something like that, but pretty much we're just periodizing training. We're splitting it up into like 4 to 8 week cycles where we focus really hard on pushing a lot of weight, running really fast, and then you cut back the volume. So it's like if you do like a running plan, like a 16-week training plan, you would like train for 16 weeks, race, and then hopefully take some time off. It's those working really hard, taking time off. So a deload week in the gym is, for me, I like to take one after every 4 weeks. So after 4 weeks of working really hard, every single session, pushing heavy weight, trying to lift more weight than I did the previous week, you pretty much take like a week off, but not just like sitting on the couch. What you do is you cut your volume, sets, reps and sets in half, and you just kind of go to the gym for fun. So usually I do like 70 pounds for incline. I did 35 today. And it's really nice and relaxing because you just put on a podcast and you're just like lifting like weight that's so easy. And how did I know that it was time to do a deload? Well, 2 things. One, if you're not progressively overloading, so the weights that I would normally do felt really heavy last week and I wasn't able to push, heavier weight or like more sets or more reps. And my desire to train was like down the drain. Like I just like didn't really want to train. So when you notice those 2 things, that your strength is not the same and you don't have really the same desire to train, take a deload week. Maybe I didn't do the best job explaining it, but just look up quickly how to do a deload week and there will be so many resources. But coming back to the greater topic of this video, in that completely frazzled state of like filming that short video and then responding to it immediately, I actually missed class for, I think, one of the first times in my career. No, I'm only 39 days away from graduating, and I missed class. Like I got back from the gym, took a shower, and then I was like, wait a minute. I had an afternoon class that I did not go to. It's all right. Like attendance is not taken, and I can just catch up by reading the notes. But I was just like, wow, like I am not in the right mental headspace. The fact that I missed a class. And so, yeah, I'm just like, so much has happened in my mind this day, and I have a midterm tomorrow that I need to study for, so I can't really process it. I'm going to spend some time journaling. I think that's going to be really healthy for me. It's like listen to some music and just like write down some thoughts. I like to listen to some podcasts. Oftentimes, they have some really great insights that I can apply. Chris Williamson, Modern Wisdom, his podcast is great. I absolutely love that. He always asks you good questions, and he's got a lot of insights. One thing that he spoke about today in the podcast I was listening to, he said, it was a quote from someone else, I don't remember who, but it was, that it's not about the pursuit of happiness, it's about the happiness of pursuit. And if you can be happy while you're working hard and pursuing stuff, it's like a superpower. Most people think that if they take the time to be happy when they're doing something, that it'll take the edge, like the competitive edge that they have, away from them, and that could be further from the truth. And I think that really resonates and applies to me. as someone who thinks it's just time to like work hard all the time and you don't need balance, when in reality, the point is to find balance, and the point is to be happy during the pursuit. It's not the pursuit of happiness, it's the happiness of pursuit. And with that, I'm going to go downstairs, make dinner, watch a little bit of The White Lotus, and then just start studying until bedtime. Thanks for listening to that little rant. I don't know if I'll catch you guys later tonight or not. We shall see.